Well, I wanted to show you guys a makeup haul and talk about the Taylor Swift album. Okay, so I've never been a fan of Taylor Swift. I've heard only her main radio singles anyway. Like I've never listened to a full album front to back. Um, and in general, I just always found like her music to be very simplistic. Like the melodies were kind of very repetitive, boring, simple chord progressions. A lot of the songs sounded the same to me. I had appreciation for a few songs. Like I liked I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I like that one. Da 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 da. I like that. Um, the what look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Did I don't know, that was kind of catchy. Shake It Off, of course, is a catchy song to play for like a up, especially children's dance party. It's like very appropriate for kids' parties. Okay, the other thing I want to tell you guys is I filmed like an entire reaction to the Fate of Ophelia video. Well, not the video, the entire album of Life of a Showgirl. I filmed an entire reaction, but except I didn't actually press record. So I listened to the whole album and I think it is very mediocre, but to be fair, I've never heard her other albums, so I can't really compare it to anything, like to herself. I can't be like, oh, this is worse than her other stuff or better than other stuff. I think like the Fate of Ophelia song, I was pointing out that like there's this one lyric that really bothers me. It's like, as legend has it, you are such a pyro. And I don't know why she phrases it like that and not as legend has it, you're quite the pyro. Why not say your and then put the your on the second part of the sentence? Because as legend has it, you pause are quite. I just find that so weird. I always find that weird when I listen to it. It's just awkward. But I do like that music video, Fate of Ophelia, and that one's very catchy. The rest of the album, I picked up on a lot of it pretty quickly. Like I was able to pick up the melodies and start singing them. I thought the one wish list where she basically is like, I don't want money anymore. I don't want all this fancy stuff. I just want you. I just want to have the house with a basketball hoop and the kids looking like you, the block looking like you. Um, I think that that is a nice idea, but I think it's for her got a little bit tone deaf because she's so wealthy and to basically say to kind of put down the people who are still chasing things, well, they don't have the wealth she has. So I'm just like, how is that? I don't know. It's just kind of tone deaf because like there's people that are hustling because they want to have a retirement plan and not starve when they retire, right? So it's like, oh, all I want is you. All right, let's talk about the makeup I got. I put this on, by the way. So I did a whole makeup thing and I put it on and now it's on. So that's why I have both camera views so you can kind of see the close version. So on my face is a Tinted Moisturizer Grunlin Light 3. I almost felt it was a little bit like tan for me, but it looks really good in the good camera. And then my like matte camera here, I guess it looks pretty good. I thought it was a little bit warm for me, but actually, it looked good. And then this concealer was Creme Brulee, which is the light 2.5. And I just put it here and here. And I actually think it looked very good with my skin complexion. The lipstick is it's called Dragon Girl 132. And this is the Pigment, whatever. I have the box over here too. I like it for like a red lipstick. I think it's one of their signature shades. This liquid eyeliner, that's what I have. I loved it. It went on really nice. It came in this box. NARS Climax. I thought that was nice. Then this eyebrow pencil I put on was very nice. It's called Brow Perfector in Blonde Warm. Call him Myron or something. I thought it was very good. This light pink pencil, oh my God, look at this. This one I put on before I put the red on and then I took it off and then I put the red after. This pencil is like the best light neutral pink that will look like you're not wearing anything, but like give you that little plump on your lips that you can even like make them a little larger. I was so happy about the shade. This one's called Cap d'Aile is the color. And it's a beautiful, like pink. I can't describe it. It's just like the most neutral pink. There we go. So you can see it in that one. I really like this one. The red is a little much, but there's a certain place for red lipstick where you want that. Now, NARS is missing something. They're missing part of my order. Let me show you the prices I paid because there was a sale. That's why I ordered from NARS. Um, okay, let's see. Where's the window of my makeup? Da, 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 da. That's the legend has it you are quite the pyro. Da, 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 da. And though you never called for me. Okay, we're gonna switch this out here. I went melancholy. That's the catchy song. I think there's only one catchy song in the album. The last track was like the Showgirl one, and it was with Sabrina Carpenter. And I thought that one was cute. Okay, here's the stuff I got. So the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Let me make this come back. That was really good. Keeping it. This one's missing. The Get Up, Stand Up was not in the box, so they owe me that. Otherwise, I'm going to contact NARS. The Dragon Girl, this is the color I'm wearing. I think it's beautiful. By the way, I have on the yellow ring light. Watch what happens when I put on, this is more golden, and now here's white. In the white light, maybe the color shows even more accurate. I love it. Anyway, and then very yellow lighting, the warm glow. The brow was really nice. The brow pencil, I really like this eyeliner. I needed like a new liquid eyeliner. This tinted moisturizer was really nice. I would maybe go one shade more, not lighter, but maybe less warm, but it works fine. I think it actually looks quite flattering. Like, and then I put on this bronzer that was the free sample. I'll show you what that was. Oh yeah, this one, Cap de L Precision Lip Liner. That is the nude color you need to get. It was absolutely amazing. The mini brush was the free gift, the travel size bronzer, which I actually put on. So that's like, I did not put blush on. I just put on bronzer instead of blush. So it's kind of like this is the contour of the bronzer. So that was just the free sample bronzer. It's this tiny little one. It's called Laguna 2, Laguna Bronzing Powder. So if you're looking for a bronzer, check that out. But yeah, I think, and then this was a sample. This color did not look great on me. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the color of a brick. Like, in my opinion, if you see how like the light pink is like so rosy, this one is almost like burnt orange, and I never looked good in that shade. So maybe my daughter can use it, but it's not gonna be for me. So yes, what I would like to know though is Swifties, what do you love about Taylor Swift? What are the albums that you think are so good? Where do I start? What is there gonna be anything that I like if I don't like that style of music? Because let me tell you the people I do like. I used to love Tori Amos when I was in high school. I loved Fiona Apple, and my favorite female pop singer is Lady Gaga, because she's like a little bit wild and out there and like off the beaten path. Like she's just, I don't know, she's just kind of my style. I can't explain it. And I like dance pop because I like dancing. So what Taylor Swift songs would I like if I like Lady Gaga? Or the other people I mentioned, like Tori Amos. I liked Regina Spektor a lot. She's like a singer-songwriter. Yeah. Other than that, I listen to a lot of EDM and dance music. And then on my channel, I mainly react to rock. And I love things like the Beatles. And then the newer stuff I've been discovering is like, well, old new to me, old to everyone else. The Grateful Dead. I'm in a Grateful Dead cover band now. And they have like just a lot of from rock, blues, and kind of folk Americana, I'd say, and then they have a little like weird disco era. So anyway, it's just kind of a little bit of variety there, which is cool. But yeah, I've never been super Swifty-ish, so did not see her tour. Maybe I don't even know if I want to watch her Disney Plus thing. Like, what is it that like why do you guys like her so much? Like, that's just what I want to know. Like, what did I miss? Like, what song spoke to you? Like, what song and album got you through things, and like why, and what lyrics that she wrote make you feel so connected to her and that you guys would be willing to spend like $2,000 to see her. Like I actually am quite curious because I just never was drawn by her repetitive melodies. I was just never like, a lot of my students have sang like blank space. Actually, I give them blank space because they want to sing Taylor Swift, and most of her songs are hard to sing because they are really low, and then they'll randomly go up the octave at the chorus, but it's not in a good range for the little girls. But blank space works. I think it's like D minor or F major. Nice to meet you where you've been. I can tell you incredible things. Magic, magic, heaven, sin. Da 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 da. Oh my God, look at that da. Bum ba ba bum ba ba. Back to the 5 chord. Oh. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine. Minor 6. That was the 1 chord to the 6th. Ba-da-ba-da. Because my students have sang it so many times. I like it. I don't know if I like the boys only like love if it's torture. But yeah, I don't know. What Taylor Swift songs I've heard all too well. Like what am I missing? What am I like? When will the epiphany hit that I'm like, oh my God, this is the best songwriter of all time? It doesn't, and I want it to because I don't get it. But I did not think the Showgirl one. I thought the one called Wood, that was all the euphemisms for her fiance's penis. I thought that was quite entertaining. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That she talked about how like her friends are crazy. Basically, I was like, okay, that's interesting. But then there was this one like, oh, I love you, and like I'm so happy I found you now, and blah blah blah. And my comment was, if I ever am currently in a relationship and writing like love songs to my partner, please take the microphone away from me. I don't want to be that happy, I guess. I don't know. I wrote my best songs in pain. My album was a breakup album, and it was just inspired by pure spite. And like Lily Allen, I was in a unique situation because my ex was not my baby daddy. So I had my kids a long, long time ago. I never wanted to write an album against my ex-husband because that's the father of my kids. My kids are like 15 and 14 now. And I didn't want to do it. I could have written a lot of great stuff, but I was like, oh, I can't write an album about their dad. Oh, too bad. But then when I had my other breakup and we were together 6 years, I was like, well, I guess I don't owe him anything. So I wrote some songs for my own therapeutic. Yeah, I'd say they're more, I don't know. I'll play them for you one day. They're kind of musical theatery, actually. It's a bit different. But I do think writing songs is great. And I think if we can relate to songs, great. I just want to be able to relate to Taylor Swift. But I found most of the album just kind of like, I was able to basically guess the melodies after hearing one verse. Like I would hear like, or even one stanza, like one line of text, and then I would know that the next line was gonna be the same, and the next line was the same. And I started singing along to the songs, and I'd never heard them before because that's how familiar they sound. They just sound like generic pop songs, basically. There was a few where I was like, oh, wish list, and then it was like wish, like wish, and then it was like a echo list, echo. I was like, oh, okay, that's like a little bit interesting in the phrasing, but a lot of them were just very common. So if you have a Taylor Swift song you love or an album, or you can recommend, how do I start this? How do I react to it? Should I react to her? Should I go back to the beginning? And also, like, what do you guys think of this makeup? Honestly, like for light coverage, I'm like, yes, and it felt so good. There was a sale for Black Friday. I just had to order. And I've had like typically good luck with NARS. Like I've always liked their stuff. So my daughter's like, why didn't you just order from Sephora? I'm like, I don't know. NARS sent me an ad and I just did it. So anyway, that's what I did. So I'll link all the products. But this is a great red lipstick. And this is one of those like matte pigmented ones that will not come off, like you put it on and then it just like, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Another layer. I like how I have the two cams. I have the direct makeup cam down here, just so you guys can see. Yeah, I love that. Anyway, I don't even have mascara on. That's just the liquid eyeliner. So I liked it. It was really easy to put on, very thin tipped. Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for listening to my thoughts on the fate of Ophelia. Well, it's called Life of Showgirl, but most of the album's not about the showgirl. Just that last track with Sabrina Carpenter was kind of cute. But I was like, okay, but why is it called Life of a Showgirl? Just Fate of Ophelia kind of has that vibe. But the rest of them, I was like, this is just kind of about her being in a happy relationship, and I'm happy for her and I hope she does get married and have children. Being a mother is great. I love it. It's the best. So I'm all for that, but I don't know. What am I missing here? Like what albums were like peak Taylor Swift that I just have to listen to? All right, I'll see you guys soon. And that was my makeup haul. And I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the products if you like them. Bye.